Can you start by telling everyone a little bit about who you are, what your business does, and who you serve?
I lead the retention team here at Homestead. So we're a marketing agency. We have two main service offerings, like a paid social growth offering, and then a retention offering. So think of like email, SMS, things like that. Really anything that touches Klaviyo, typical script, platforms like that. We help e-commerce brands scale up their channels, look good in the channel while doing it. So help them show up in a way um, that they want to show up in, visually, creatively, things like that, and help them revenue while doing that. So a lot of seven, eight, nine-figure brands, primarily Shopify brands. That's kind of who we serve and what we do.
What was happening in your business before we started working together that made you look for offshore talent help?
We've been scaling, we've been growing. And with that, there's just been roles that we need to fill. And for our margin profile, they had to be offshore roles. When we first got introduced to you guys, we hadn't hired out of Nigeria at all. So it was like a market that we weren't familiar with. We had historically just hired in the Philippines, and we had become familiar with that. Working with you guys, we were able to go into a new market that we hadn't went into yet, and we're able to hire someone really quickly. I think at this point, we've probably hired 10 employees through you guys. Yeah, it's enabled us to go to a market that we weren't familiar with, the cultural norms, how to find people, how to find these roles, and it's made it really easy for us.
And what are the main differences you see between the Filipino talent versus Nigerian talent and Latin American talent?
I mean, first and foremost, time zones. I think the reason why people want to go Latin Nigeria is that I understand that the Filipino work culture is very open to working American hours or close to American hours, but it's still a challenge at times. And so that was like one of the easiest, simplest things that's helped us. A lot of Filipino talent like wants to work like Eastern times, and so but we have a decent amount of team on the West Coast as well, and so it's challenging for us for if our whole entire project management team gets off at 5 o'clock Eastern, and then we still have plenty of people working till 5 p.m. PST. So it's been nice to kind of diversify that a little bit, have some people working, PST, MST, CST, and then still having talent working on BST as well. So it just feels like it helps us with our team, helps us with clients better, and it feels like it just gives us better coverage across the board there.
Love that. And what made you decide to partner with talent hackers instead of other staffing options you considered?
You guys came as a direct referral from someone that I really trust. And so that kind of trust just helped point us towards you guys. And then you guys earned it. I think you guys like started with a bank of trust because of the personal connection. And then just through the process, you like earned the right to maintain that trust. So it's been a lot coming from someone that I knew really well and respected. And then you guys like, you didn't stop there. Let's continue to go from there.
Appreciate that, Jacob. And it goes both ways. To add to that, was there anything that surprised you about working with us? Something that stood out in a positive way?
I think you guys are just like exceptionally communicative. Like you guys get back to me quickly. You guys launch jobs really quickly. Sometimes you bump me whenever I'm kind of dragging things along. So I would just say that process is easy, moves really quickly. You can get a job live. And then, so like whether we've needed to hire for like a rush or not, we've hired both when it was like, hey, we need this role ASAP. And we've hired for, hey, we can actually take our time here and be a little more selective. And you guys have been able to accommodate us in both those arenas.
Last question for you, Jacob. If another business owner was on the fence about hiring offshore or working with talent hackers, what would you tell them?
Just the way the workforce is moving, there's talent all over the world. We're diversified in domestic talent here in the United States, international talent up in Canada, talent across LATAM, Nigeria, the Philippines, India, Pakistan. There's so many talented roles out there. So you're able to hire from a much bigger pool. You can be selective and you can really find the people that you think are going to be great for the role. And it's just like opening yourself up to like a bigger talent pool just means you'll get top talent. A lot of times national talent is hungrier than domestic talent can be. So it's just made it easier to find more people. And obviously it comes at a cost savings. And so whenever we're trying to hit margin goals and profit goals, it's been really helpful to be able to scale up the team without having to add on more expensive employees of talent.
Love that. Thank you very much, Jacob. That was beautiful. It's been great working with you. And we see a lot of the similar benefits of hiring offshore. Thank you for your time.